Hi, I'm Harold Bell, the founder and creator of the original Inside Sports, the radio sports talk show that set the standard for sports talk in America. The original Inside Sports celebrates Black history 365 days of the year. In 1971, the original Inside Sports was one of a kind. There was nothing like it on the airwaves in America. It was unheard of, unparalleled, unrecognized, uncompromised, unforgiven, uncensored, and still unsung. Today we're going to travel back in Black American sports history. The show is titled Conversations with Legends, the Way We Were. My next legend is a guy who's the godfather of trainers in boxing. One of the great human beings and a fun guy all the time. What you saw was what you got with the great late Angelo Dundee. Sit back while I introduce this great human being.
He is without a doubt the greatest boxing trainer in the history of the sport. He is called the trainer of champions. No one has trained more champions. Such familiar names such as the greatest, Muhammad Ali, Rocky Montana, Sugar Ray Leonard, and now American champion, 46-year-old George Foreman, to name just a few. I've known him since the heyday of Muhammad Ali. If there was one person in that entourage, and what personalities they had, besides the champions who handled success and did not let success handle him, it was this man. What you saw was what you got. He was always accessible and had a kind word for everyone. And I knew there were times when he felt like screaming. But that smile would always surface, and I'm talking about none other than the Godfather himself, Mr. Angelo Dundee. Good morning, Angie.
Geez, I'd have brought my ring with me. I'm telling you, Harold, you always ring the bell when you talk to Harold. So. Harold, the thing is, if you give a guy something off like that, he wants to take a walk. Isn't that wonderful? You can't top that.
I'll tell you, Angie, what about the return of Mike Tyson's boxing? Seems to have regained some new life. Everybody's talking about his return. How do you see his return, and how do you see his timetable?
I'm going to compare it to the Jordan return because it was very interesting to me last night where the New York crowd didn't know. Here they were, they didn't know where to root for the Knicks or to root for Jordan. And you see the looks in their faces. They were in awe. I mean, all the star quality came out.
Yeah.
I think Tyson's going to create that also. Because you're going to have the good, the soothsayers or the good do-goodies and stuff like that. But Tyson right now is a very viable individual because question marks are there.
Right.
So when you have question marks, you have controversy. And Tyson, let's face it, he never made a bad fight. Win or lose, he was always in a great fight. There's nothing wrong with the guy, 28 years old. So we're going to find out how much talent is left there. He's going to have to do a lot of hard work to get it back. Not that easy because he was more of a technical fighter than people made him. He's not just a charge forward kind of a guy. So I'm looking forward to it technically. Also, it's going to be a boost to boxing because everybody's going to be talking, even Harold Bell's talking about it.
How about that? Angie, hold that thought right there. We'll take a break and come back and ask you about maybe the matchup with George Foreman, your man.
Right.
Okay.
Hi, this is Tim Hardaway of Golden State Warriors, known for the killer crossover. When I'm in the nation's capital, I listen to Inside Sports with my friend Harold Bell on WINX 1600 on your AM dial.
Inside Sports with Harold Bell, 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, exclusively on Washington's AM oldie station, 1600 WINX.
All it takes is just a sip. Your wishes will come true. It's the soda dreams are made of, and it tastes great too.
Hi, I used to be too short, but thanks to my soda, I became much taller.
Hi, I used to be stupid, but thanks to my soda, I became really smart.
Hi, I used to be a hermit, but thanks to my soda, I became really popular. Hi, I used to be ugly, but thanks to my soda, I became really good looking.
Hi, I used to be a total spaz, but thanks to my soda, I became a professional athlete.
Hi, I used to have really big feet, but thanks to my soda, I became a whole size smaller. Look, soda is just a drink. It's not going to change your life. So do yourself a favor. Just drink what tastes good. Hey, thirsty, but thanks to Sprite, now I know. Imagine nothing. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Hi, this is Don King of Don King Productions for the undisputed champion of sports talk. You must turn to my man, Harold Bell, and the original Inside Sports, right here on WINX Radio, 1600 on your AM dial. For the best in sports and sports personalities, Inside Sports and Harold Bell are knockouts. Talking to Angelo Dundee down in West Hollywood, Florida. Angelo has a beautiful facility. Jaime Perlo just visited him down there. Tell me he has a beautiful facility down there, like heaven. Angelo, tell us about that facility and tell us about George Foreman as you get out of here.
Well, the facility is something I've always dreamed about having. It's a complete training facility. Train anybody, 3, 4, 5-year-olds to learn kickboxing, self-defense, karate, business people. I have my pros trained from 12, 15 to about 3, and I have about 16 of them, and they're all doing well, thank you. And I'm looking forward, per se, people are talking Tyson Foreman. I'm going to give the inside dope on that. But I think it'll come about what the public want to see this one. 46-year-old guy that made history, the oldest guy to ever do it. And then we're going to have George Foreman and Tyson. And guess what, Harold? I'm going to give the inside. Foreman will beat Tyson because for the simple reason there's always a guy out there that can lick the other guy. I think Foreman's got the style to be a short guy because he's devastating against guys when he comes up with punches.
That's why I picked George Foreman over Michael Moyer. People thought I was crazy. I said Michael Moyer will stand right in front of him, and George is going to eventually go catch up with him. I think the Tyson-George Foreman fight is going to be a dynamite fight, Angelo. There's no doubt about that. Angie, thanks so much, baby, for always being there. You know I love you, and keep up the great job that you're doing. I'm looking forward to getting down there to West Hollywood, Florida, and visiting you real soon.
I'm looking forward to come up there anytime with some of my talent and have some fun.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much.
Okay, that was the one and only Angelo Dundee. Such a fun guy, man. We had so much fun. It was too bad that the George Foreman and Mike Tyson fight never came to be, and I thought that would have been a great fight. But I'll never forget that when George Foreman fought Michael Moyer, everybody thought, Michael Moyer would beat George Foreman. And I believe that Michael Moyer could beat George Foreman, but you have to know the personality of Michael Moyer during those days. He was a stubborn guy, a great fighter, but his biggest mistake, and the only way that he could lose, was for him to stand in front of George Foreman. And he had to fight one. He had to fight one. George had lost the fight, man. And in that last round, Michael Moyer gonna try to slug it out with this big guy. And George laid the hammer on him, man. That was fantastic. But anyway, now, of course, that was the great Angelo Dundee. Angelo Dundee will be back with us. I got some more interviews with Angelo. And I really miss Angelo Dundee and Red Auerbach. I was really blessed, man, to be friends of those guys with no cut card, no cut card. That's what it was. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna come back with an interview with, of course, my man, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.